friends, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And today, as you can see by the title, how many nude palettes does one person need? I need a lot. No, it's okay. Hi my friends, it's Bella, welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And as you can see by the title, how many nude palettes does someone need? Now, in my stash of palettes, I've taken out the ones that I would call a complete nude palette. Most palettes you can get, and I'll show you a couple of the ends, that will have little pops of colour in. But certainly you could get a natural nude look from them. But some palettes are just completely nude looks. And I love those. Now what I wear most days, not what I've got on today, I've got the Lorac 2 on today, but normally, every day, I would wear a nude palette. If I'm not filming, I like to do different looks for you, you know? And things that might match my outfits. Got navy and pink on, so pink, and I've brought that in, you know where I would do it. But normally, every day, I would just wear a basic naked palette. So, I've got a few, and I'll share those with you. These are the ones that I had that have got no other colour in. They are pure naked palettes. So the first one is a W7 palette, and this one is in the buff. So the palette looks like this. Now the tinned palettes, I've got to tell you, I don't use this a lot because you've got to work at it. But when it's on, it stays on, but you've got to work at it. Now, the new ones, like the Delicious and the ones that are the copy of the Anastasia palettes, they are much better quality. But this is still a nice palette, and I'll still keep it. And I do use it from time to time, so I definitely wouldn't give it out. But that's what that one looks like. So I would class that as a completely nude palette. There's no other term. There might be warm nudes and cool nudes, but they are still what I would call a completely nude palette. But that's not my favourite. The next two are also from the budget end, and these are by Techniques, and this is called Mega Mattes and Mega Nudes 2. So that's those ones. I'll open them up because you can't see with the light of the window coming through. So this is the Mega Mattes. I haven't used that very much because I haven't had them very long. I'll do a look for you with these. That's what I would call, and yes, I would say they're quite pigmented. They are more pigmented than the W7 palette, definitely. And this is the Mega Nudes 2. And I can get it open. It's more cooler. And you can see they are really nicely pigmented. That's the grey one. You can see. They are nicely pigmented. I said I haven't done a lot of looks to sort of be able to say yes, definitely. But what I can see and the looks I've done, I've enjoyed very, very much. And I'm very pleasantly surprised at the price of these and the looks that I can get. So these would be out for daily use. And my next favourite nude palette. Let me see. I would say my next one, I'm trying to go in order, but I like them all. My next one, I would class this as a nude. This is a Tartlet in Bloom by Tarte. I would class that as a naked palette. Now, that's kind of warmer. You know, it leans on the warmer nude side. But I do use it quite a lot. The pigmentation's lovely. It certainly lasts. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. So my next one is equal. I've got my two first, really. It doesn't count second. I really like this palette. Now, I've said it before, Revolution, to me, have taken a little bit of the seat of quantity rather than quality. They've gone down that road a little bit. So I haven't bought a lot of Revolution recently, but they've got a range of palettes, and you've heard me talk about them before, called Reloaded, and they are excellent, and they are high-end quality. Believe me, guys, they are. This one is the Basic Mattes, I think. Yes, this is the Basic Mattes. I've got a lot in this group. I've got a lot of Reloaded palettes, but that's the Basic Mattes, and I use this an awful lot, and I love that. I love that. I often do all matte looks. I've got no shimmer on today. It's all matte look. And I often do an all matte look. Lovely palette. Really pigmented. Got warm, cool tones. It's lovely. It's lovely. And I think that's my second one. But I'll probably get one when this wears out. I love it. I really love this. If they carry on doing it. Completely Naked palette, probably my favourite. Oh, well, I'd say no, it's a cross between these two, because for the drugstore it's that one, but this one. For the higher end it's this one. This is the Urban Decay's Naked Ultimate Basics. It's a lovely palette, guys. It's a lovely, lovely palette. And if you want that warm rusty look, that's beautiful rust. It's probably my favourite rust out of all my palettes. But that's a lovely palette. It really is. And the pigmentation is excellent. And I don't always get on with Urban Decay palettes. I don't think they're always, you know, all they're cracked up to be. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. But this one certainly is. I love this one. Excellent palette. So if you're looking for a drugstore end, I would say the Reload. On a totally new palette, I would say the Reloaded, Revolution Reloaded. And if you're looking for the higher end, I would say Urban Decay Naked Basics, Ultimate Basics. Not the long one, this one, I would say. That's just my opinion. Now, I wanted to explain what I meant when I said you can put a sort of pops of colour in. The palettes that I wouldn't call naked, completely naked palettes, nude palettes, but ones that I do nude looks in, and they just have that extra bit of sort of pop of colour. And you've seen me use this lots of times. This is the MYX Lip Lingerie. Now, MYXR or NYX, however you choose to say it, their palettes don't always work for me. Some of their palettes, I've got palettes from them that I'm not even kept, because I don't mind working. I don't mind putting a little bit of effort in for a look, but I haven't got the whole morning to do it. And some of their palettes you've got to build up and up and up, and no, just a little bit too much for me. But this one is excellent. The pigmentation is excellent. But do you see what I mean? It's got a pink and a very bright rust, and that's kind of a pink, what would you call, dusky pink. So it's got the nude tones, and it's got a plum, so it's got colours, but I would still cast that as a nudie palette, because I can use all these. But what I often do is, if I do a nude naked look with these, and then if I'm wearing a warmer tone, I'll put this on, or if I'm using a cooler tone, I will put the burgundy. So I would still class it as a naked palette, but this is a lovely palette. I really like it. I dropped the first one. This is my second one. I definitely wanted to repurchase it because I love it, but I'm not a great lover of the NYX palettes. That's just maybe me, but I find that you've got to really put some work into them. Last one I wanted to show you, which is again one of my favourites, is a Wet n Wild one, and this one is called Nude Awakening. Now this again has got sort of reddy tones. It's got a pink there, it's got a pinker shimmer there, that's sort of cool, that's goldy, pinky goldy shimmer, bronzy, but it's still what I would call a basic palette, because you've got your brow, you've got transitions, you've got your socket, you've got your outer corner, and then you've got your very subtle pops of colour. So I like this one too. I wear this one a lot. So that's Wet n Wild's, what did we call that? Nude Awakening. Now, I loved the original Wet n Wild palettes. You know, the £8 palettes, when they all went down the sides. I think, and I still use all the time, the Comfort Zone is one of my all-time favourite palettes. I love the Comfort Zone. I haven't got the old one anymore because of expiry dates, so forth. But I've got the newer one that's like this. I don't know, and I can only go by the Comfort Zone because I haven't got these in others. I had the Comfort Zone and Pedal Pusher, the purple one. I haven't got the Pedal Pusher equivalent in the new one, but I had the Comfort Zone. I don't know if it's the same formula. Some say it is and some say it isn't. But for some reason, I like it, I love it, I use it all the time. I love the Comfort Zone. But for some reason, I just don't think it's as good as the original. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me because I don't know if they've just used the same formula and different packaging. But I just don't like it as much as I like the original one. But I still like it. I still like it. So that's my sort of favourite naked palettes and nude palettes. And they're the sort of looks I really do. I do makeup every day. You know that, guys. It's my thing. But normally every day I will do a completely naked kind of look with whatever I'm wearing, unless I'm going out or filming or wanting to do something special for you. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Oh, what's that? I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I always do, though. That's just my take on naked palettes, and you know, whether it's worth spending the extra money if you've got it on something like Urban Decay. Not all Urban Decay is good in my book. Doesn't work for me all the time. I mean, there's people that absolutely adore it, and all of them. I can only go by my opinion, and Urban Decay doesn't always do it for me all the time. If you're going to go high end, I prefer Anastasia, but you know, whatever you like. So there's something I wanted to do and I wanted to talk to you about, that I wanted to put on the end of my videos on a Friday. Now, you know, I've talked about Samantha a lot. My friend who passed away and who I love very much. I mean, I loved her videos. I love the videos. She used to do something called Thank You Thursday. And it would be a subscriber, one subscriber that she would talk and shout out every Thursday. Thank you Thursday. And it would just do to acknowledge them, I suppose. And I've been thinking a long time whether I'd like to do that too. And any memory of Samantha too. I'd like to do that. Now, I wanted to call it Friendship Friday as opposed to Thank You Thursday. So on a Friday, I want to mention just one subscriber every week. Now, before I start, I was really hesitant because I have so many unbelievably wonderful subscribers. I mean, I am just the luckiest on subscribers. They're just so supportive for me, and even when I'm down, and even, you know, at times in my life, and I've been on here on rough times in my life where I thought, oh no, I can't do this or what, you bring me up and build me up every time, and I am so grateful. So the ones that I mention every week are not necessarily my favourites. Do you know what I mean? I don't want you to think that I'm picking out ones and the others don't matter, because every single one of you mattered to me unbelievably. But I just wanted to do this one in memory of Samantha because she always did it, and two, because I just want to pay back too. I want to pay back too. So this is my first week of doing it. And the subscriber I'd like to give a Friendship Friday call out today is Scotsman's wife. She is just so loyal to me. She takes so much time and shares so much of her own life with me. And a lot on the Sunday videos that I do, you know, where I talk about life more as opposed to cosmetics. She's so supportive. She'll share so much of her life. If I do an eye look, I say something's gone wrong, she shares what's gone wrong with her. She's the kindest, nicest lady, and she has picked me up on many, many days. So she lives in Southern America, and if I can get back one day to the Southern States, which is where I'd want to go if I go back, I love the South. I'd love to meet her. I really would love to meet her. She's just a lovely lady and very kind, very, very kind. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Scotsman's wife. Thank you. I really, truly appreciate you, as I do every one of you. So thank you for watching that, my friends. I'll see you again in my next video. Take care of yourself. Be good. Bye.